Hey y'all, thank you for joining me for the Divine Masculine Energy Reading. You see how I had to think, like, what the hell is it? Um, Kinda in a hurry because, as you can see, I'm on my way out the door. I am taking my mom to see Jill Scott. Today is her birthday. Happy birthday, mama! So I'm gonna go spend some time with my fave and go see my big sis, honey. And I had a little time before time for me to head out to go pick her up. So I got like 40 minutes. And next in line for me to do is the masculine and feminine energy readings for May. So here we go. I have been channeling some messages over the past few days. And so I made some notes, child, that I wanted to make sure to share with you guys about what's been coming through for the masculine energies. And what's been standing out to me is the concept of treating yourself and not cheating yourself. So masculines, whatever you got on the table, whatever offer, whatever opportunity, you're needing to see through the illusions and choose wisely and make a choice that aligns with treating yourself, doing what's best for you, and not cheating yourself out of a golden, profitable opportunity, be it a career opportunity, a project, a relationship, whatever the case. Like, take some time to really make the choice that is best for you. And I think we've been talking about that for a little minute now for the masculine energies. And so, still on y'all ass. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Um, Last time we connected, the energy that came up was about going from invisible shackles to uh, invincible love. And invincible means can't shit stop you. Not somebody's opinion, not an obstacle, not your financial status, not your health status. Like, nothing can stop you. That is straight up warrior energy. I see what I want, I'm going after it, I'm gonna have it. What God has for me is for me, and that's for me. You know what I'm saying? And so I pray that you guys have been tapping into that energy or resonated with that message in some way. But one thing that's been coming to me about that message, oh, this is kind of like a continuation of the message that came through last month, is that when you have invisible shackles, which means those things that are holding you back, that aren't necessarily a rope, some handcuffs, or something tangible, physical that you can touch, but holding you back mentally and spiritually, keeping you in bondage emotionally. When you are in that state, something outside of you is making decisions for you, or something deep with that inside of you, like your shadow, is affecting your decision making. So your choices are really not your own because they're influenced by a third party, so to speak. But once you get rid of those invisible shackles, you heal that thing, you free yourself from whatever that is, you then have what I consider is a double-edged sword. Because on one end, the con of it is now you got all these goddamn options that have freed up and then revealed themselves to you because you're no longer limited by what had you bound. So now you see certain things being possible for you, or obtainable, or within your grasp and your wheelhouse. So then you have these options. But when you have a bunch of options, then there's confusion. So it's kind of like dating. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big dater. I am a self-professed, let this plane go by. Y'all know I live by the airport. I am a self-proclaimed serial monogamous. Like Erica Badu say, I'm a recovering undercover over lover. Recovering from a love I can't get over. Like, that's what I do. For one, as an empath, I ain't got time to be dating 4 and 5 people, 2 and 3 people. Like, on one hand, I imagine that to be fun and exciting. And then on the other hand, I imagine motherfuckers just getting on my nerves and trying to juggle all of that energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if for me, that's the style of connection that I would want to be in. But I imagine that when you have those options, it creates confusion. And when that happens, you needing to reel it in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You needed to really weigh your pros and cons in those options and then pick the option that is best suited for you, not for other people. That's not the opportunity to allow your people pleasing um, mechanisms to kick in, because we healing that. That was one of them invisible shackles that was keeping us stagnant and stuck and bound. And now we're free to do what's best for us, and we what we know is in our best interest, be it for the short term or the long term. And so with that, that's like the con. On the other end of the sword is the pro, because you have the choice. Now you have that freedom of choice. It's like when you um say when you on punishment, or if you locked up or something, like you can't do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move how somebody tell you to move. You gotta eat when they tell you to eat, shit when they tell you to shit, lay down when they tell you to lay down, wash the dishes, or whatever, or on even on a job. You know what I'm saying? There are boundaries um, that are in place for simple freedoms. You know what I'm saying? And so when you're in those situations, your choices are limited. But when you're free, you have more choices, you have more options. And so that is something that I'm feeling that the divine masculine is kind of having to wrestle with or face in these coming weeks or months. And it's not a small feat. It's not a small deal. You know what I'm saying? That's a big deal, especially if you are encountering this for the first time in your new level of consciousness. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm here for. Here to help. So, I put having more options breeds confusion, but the gift is freedom of choice. And when you have freedom of choice, you need to choose to treat yourself and not cheat yourself. That means you have the responsibility, you have the power to choose what's best for you instead of allowing something to be forced on you, somebody to be forced on you, some situation um, to be forced on you. And so we're exploring that kind of energy, divine masculines, because we're going to get y'all out of this toxic bullshit that the patriarchy has had y'all bound to in surviving and not thriving. We're going to do that. Us light workers, us high priests and high priestesses of the world, your brothers, your sisters, uh, in the community, we got your back on this thing. So I'm gonna pull some cards on the energy. But another thing that has been coming to me is that part of what's got you stuck is that you're experiencing um, freedom in a way that you have not before emotionally. So even going back as far as childhood, you probably have had people to dictate to you how you should feel in given moments. You know what I'm saying? You hurt, your feelings hurt, you're sensitive to something, you pissed off, you mad, and the way that you express that is dictated to you by other people. Stop that crying before I beat your ass or give you something to cry about. You angry about that? That ain't nothing to be angry about. You know what I'm saying? Or people telling you how to express your emotion. And so now, for many of you, you're in a space where you have that freedom to express your emotions however you want to, but you're not used to that. You used to being told, coerced, judged, manipulated into expressing your emotions in a certain way, or being shunned for expressing them at all. And so those type of lessons are coming up as well. And what drew me to that point is because, granted, this album is one of my top 10 favorite, I'ma say, modern R&B albums. Emotional by Carl Thomas. And I was listening to it the other day and I was like, oh my God, this is giving off such divine masculine energy. Some of the songs, some of the lyrics to the songs, and how passionately he felt about the woman that he's singing to in several um, of the songs. So I ain't gonna win myself trying to sing the songs that are coming to mind, but it's his first album, Emotional. And I would say a good 90% of the song was giving me divine masculine energy. Um, Especially Superstar. Superstar was definitely giving divine masculine energy. That's my motherfucking jam, yo. So anyway, that being the case, you all are definitely needing to take time to go inward, take time to reflect, journal, write your thoughts out, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not used to expressing certain things. And so it helps to express them by writing them out or sharing them with someone that you trust. And just detaching from the outcome of how that works out. The point is for you to express and get it out and practice expressing so that you can get better at expressing. It's not necessarily about what comes of it thereafter, especially in the form of other people's opinions. Because one thing for certain, two things for sure, this is your journey. This ain't their journey. People gonna hit you with, if I was you, I would, all the goddamn time. Meanwhile, they ain't gonna do shit because they ain't you. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to suffer the consequences of whatever that action is after you done went your ass out and did it or didn't do it based on their opinion. So you have to be mindful of that as well, now that you're enjoying this newfound freedom and tapping into this invincible warrior like love. So I pulled out three decks, and um I'm gonna start with the Quantum Oracle. I also have the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. The Quantum Oracle is very much like a tarot deck. It's a um, it's an adaptation of the original tarot. So some of the cards directly correlate with the original tarot. So that's gonna serve as our tarot today, and then I'll clarify with the enchanted map and possibly the power of surrender, because I feel like even though we've been experiencing these energies of being pushed to be more free, to express yourself, to speak up, to tap more into your emotions, to integrate your masculine and feminine energy, to step away from karmic relationships and toxic relationship patterns and all the things we've been talking about over the past few months. There's still some things that need to be surrendered, released. And so we definitely gonna tap into that. And I think we got a full moon coming up, but I'm not exactly sure when. Hold on. So the next full moon is a flower moon on May 5th. I'm probably gonna have this released before then. So you definitely want to, if you resonate with the message coming forth, or you have something you know you conscious of that you're needing to release, you want to put some intention and effort toward that, especially around the time of the full moon, because full moons are significant to releasing, and that moon energy will help support your efforts to release release whatever it is that you're needing to surrender at this time. So, like, say I was saying, write out your emotions or your feelings or whatever, um, and during that full moon energy, burn it. You know what I'm saying? That's a practice. That's a ritual that will help support you energetically, doing that work so that you can begin to see it unfold in the physical. So I done went on with downloads for damn near, oh my God, 15 minutes. Who gonna check me, boo? So, spirit, Father God, Mother Earth, ancestors, and spirit guides, I come to you thanking you for your love, your light, for your provision, your protection, asking that you bring forth the best message for the highest good of the divine masculine collective. I ask that you speak to me and through me so that I may bring forth the best message for the divine masculine collective at this time. And so it is. My car's being stubborn like y'all. Whatever this is gonna be profound because only one card fell out. Transformation. Y'all gonna have to surrender to change. And for those of you who are already doing it, like, kudos to you. Pound, my nigga. Dap. High five. If you're already in the midst of this transformation, you're surrendering to this transformation, shout out to you. As you can see, this is a feminine energy who is on a bridge, but this bridge is in the sky, so that definitely speaks to having higher perspective, being able to see things from a higher perspective, from higher consciousness. And then there's some kind of a energetic grid behind her. So we definitely gonna read the message of transformation. But before I go into that and dive deeper and go down that rabbit hole, I want to see what's at the top and the bottom of the deck for y'all. I love this because when you see transformation in a reading, that ain't just change, that's radical change. That's you changing to the point where motherfuckers gonna see you and be like, damn, my nigga done leveled up. We done grewed up. That's a grown ass man right there. He been through some shit. He learned from the shit that he been through. Check out the Soul Food Sundays that is coming up. I know I'm gonna release this before I release Soul Food Sundays. The May 7th released Soul Food Sundays because that message was about being a living testimony, and that is what transformation does. You know what I'm saying? Transformation is when you get to that point in your life where you're able to take what you've been through and turn that experience into wisdom that you not only can share with other people but embody. So as you're moving forward emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, open to change, open to where it is that God is leading you in your life, you're showing up as a more authentic individual and not just somebody that learns shit, read books, watch YouTube videos, and regurgitate shit you heard. You know what I'm saying? Just so you can get your little ego stroke and get your rocks off. Like, no. You actually live by your rep, as Three Sticks say. So, you're in a cycle of change because transformation is represented by the number 5, a 5 cycle. So you're definitely going through some change. But at the top of the deck, we have going from a decrease. You had to step back a little bit because this is a 4 cycle. So we just went from a 5 to a 4. The wheel is turning. The wheel of fortune is turning in your life, bringing about radical change, and that involved some decrease. I want to say we got decrease last. One of the more recent readers we got decrease. You see how this hand is in a desert with it. The hand is cupped and it's full of water, and the water is seeping through the person's hand. They ain't got that much. They're running out. They in dry land. So you've experienced a cycle of decrease, but you're transforming and moving into a two cycle, status quo. And with a two cycle, that's basically like things balancing out, going from decrease to a more balanced existence. This is a sunny um, energy here, and there's a clear road ahead. Things are balancing out for you as a result of this transformation. And so I'm going to read the message of transformation. But I'm looking at this status quo card, and at the end of this row of houses, it's leading to water, like a body of water ahead. And that's emotion, because your emotions probably been all over the damn place because of how you feeling about somebody, how you feeling about yourself. You tapping into emotions you had not even ever felt before, or haven't been able to identify and like put a name on it. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't really understand or resonate with the way you've been feeling lately. But things are going to balance out the more you surrender to this transformation that's taking place. And it's not going to feel like you're in a desert or dry land. You're going to feel you're headed toward an abundance of water, replenishment, moisture. Where you're for me, my my happy place is the beach. I love to be. Oh my God! When I tell y'all here lately, I really been thinking about how much I need to get to a beach. I am so overdue. I'm so overdue, and a lot of my emotional chaos, imbalance has been more concerning my masculine energy, where I'm needed to heal my toxic masculine energy, the things in my life surrounding how I provide for myself, how I protect myself. And so I'm in this shit with y'all to a degree because we all have masculine and feminine energy. And if you're feminine watching this, you may need to evaluate how the message may apply to you also, instead of just watching to see what's going on with your divine masculine counterpart. Because at the end of the day, we all have masculine and feminine energy, and a lot of times these messages are speaking to us in a way too. And if you in a twin flame connection, that means both of y'all are mirrors, so you definitely going through what he going through. It probably just don't look the same. It probably looks a bit inverted, the way a reflection does in a mirror. That person is your reflection, and y'all have an energetic cord or connection. Y'all going through the same shit at the same time. It just look a little different, but you have to be able to see shit from a higher perspective in order to really tap into that energy. And we all have that capacity. It's just a matter of how much you invest in vibe and high. I hate when people be like, oh, I'm deeper than, I'm more intuitive than, other people. You want a cookie? I mean, honestly, everybody has that capacity to tap into that. We all have intuition. We all have depth. But some of us are more invested in it and are more intentional about it than others, and therefore it shows itself differently. So, I say all that to say the message could be for you as well, even if you are not a man or masculine energy. I'm gonna read the message of transformation before I clarify the reading, and for the sake of time, I'm just gonna pull from the power of surrender cards to clarify this message instead of the enchanted uh, map. And plus, I'm really not feeling led to pull from that deck right now. So let's see. Transformation. Treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. Do the thing that's gonna pick the choice that's gonna challenge you to transform, to grow, to elevate, that's gonna help you balance out the raging storms in your life, or where you've been feeling decrease, that's going to help replenish you in some area of your life, instead of the choice that's gonna give you instant gratification but leave you empty and in further decrease. That's a motherfucking message right there. Lord, where is the card in the book? I know I done skipped it running my mouth. You're such a special lady. If I haven't told you lately, but let me be the first to let you know. That's that Carl Thomas. That's one of them songs that was coming to mind about the masculine energy. When I was listening to the album. Hey now. Significant transition. For a lot of y'all going through a significant transition to go from decrease to being more of who you really are. Yeah, more of your authentic self, more comfortable with expressing your authentic self, because that can be what status quo represents as well. But again, that's balance. So it says this card shows a woman getting ready to cross a bridge and move into a new light-filled adventure. In a rolled up scroll, she carries all the wisdom she needs to move forward. This fortuitous card reveals a time of greater inner and possibly outer transition. You are now at a place where you are capable of transforming your old life into something brand new. Unhealthy patterns of thought and behavior are now ready to shift into the much higher resonance of peaceful, non judgmental energy. For some people, this is no less than an opportunity to reinvent themselves. I just say that. As a result, this card is putting you on notice that you are a powerful manifester. Your inner changes now will reap phenomenal results in the near and distant future. So spend some time going inward. I said that too. Consciously choosing optimism. I said that too. Trust and self-love. As you make these changes, you will see your outer life transform as well. Perhaps a new relationship or a bigger and better career move is on the horizon. Visualize these great outer results as you continue to work on your inner transition of consciousness and vibration. When you do, you will find this cycle moving on to one of great expansion. You know, we was talking about in one of the readings, I think it was the last one, raising your vibration with the silver waterfall. And as you, this is saying, like, as you do that, you're evolving into a bolder, more confident, courageous version of yourself. So you're increasing your I don't give a fuckness. That is beautiful, because I love people who don't give a fuck. Like, if you don't give a fuck for all the right reasons, ooh, that is such a fucking turn on, because we live in a world where so many people give a fuck about all the wrong shit. Stupid shit, dumb shit, shit that don't matter, false illusion they give so many fucks about. And here you are with your fine ass got the nerve, the unmitigated gall to not give a fuck about none of this shit. To stand in your power and your truth and do you. Love who you want to love and live how you want to live. Come on now. That's that shit right there. And it's rare. Like, we out here, but it's rare. And the killing part about it, though, the journey is like that ever unfolding of the levels of living in your truth, the levels of becoming more of who you were created to be. And I'm watching this bug, child. And just being more of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Who you are, who you were before you were tainted by your childhood issues and your teenage issues and your young adult issues and your midlife crisis and all of the things that have painted strokes of color on your blank canvas. You know what I'm saying? It's like a cosmic do-over. You're able to reinvent yourself, and that's beautiful. So I am going to clarify this reading with the power of surrender cards, because we're going to see what's blocking you from treating yourself and what's tempting you to cheat yourself um, in this stage of the journey, so that you're better prepared to combat that thing. Please clarify this message for the divine masculine collective. One thing about y'all, honey, y'all are definitely logical beings. And so it is totally understandable where you're not as emotionally intelligent or mature as you should or could be. But the thing that grind my motherfucking gears is the ones that don't be trying. You ain't trying to learn. You ain't trying to change. You just want to be a emotionally shitty hot mess because everybody else doing it. And they say it's cute and it's acceptable. So I'm going to continue to show up in relationships and show up on a day-to-day like this. Ass out of here. That's the shit I don't like. These fell out in reverse, which tells me that this is something that you once needed to surrender, but you've been doing the work to overcome. So again, damn, pound, high five, goddammit, because I get excited when I know that my people doing the work, and these cards gonna tell me you putting that work in. The fact that these came out in reverse, you've already started to surrender it. So keep doing what you're doing. Surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Something has happened. You've encountered someone. You've had some experience that has served as a heart chakra awakening for you. So it's like you was fucking flatlining, and something or somebody came through, like how they do in the hospital with the, what is it, the defibrillator or whatever they call that damn thing, and gave you a jolt to get your heart back going, to remind you that the zest of life lies in loving. And now you're starting to be open to loving in a more mature and emotionally intelligent way. You're opening up to learning how to do that and heal those things that blocked you from being able to do that in the first goddamn place. Those things just came to teach you. They didn't come to stop you. Get your treat, yo. Don't cheat yourself. And then we have surrender to passion. Y'all know we've been getting that sacral chakra energy coming through. Y'all listen. Auntie Keita don't babysit. I'm the gift buying auntie, okay? So while y'all out here doing all this hunching and being nasty, just know I can't watch your kids. It says get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Stop blocking it. What is you doing? What is you doing? This is leading you to fun and having more color in your life and passionate experiences that are you no longer doing the surface level shit. You experiencing sex and connections and tantra. The way you taste, feel, smell, touch, everything is just different. This is having those experiences that just make the hair on your body just stand on end. The way this person look at you or brush up against you or anything just have you like, ooh, shit. You know what I'm saying? And even if it's not a relationship, it could be, you know what I'm saying, your creative endeavors. You still surrendering to intimacy. You're getting more personal with expressing your art, yourself, your feelings, your emotions through your creative endeavors, and you're passionate about it. You're driven. That's that fire in your belly that's driving you. That's that hair pulling, ass smacking action. Shout out to y'all. Y'all better give in to this shit. What you doing? Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. So at the top of the deck, y'all know my mama ain't watching this when I'm talking about pulling her and smacking ass. Surrender to what is. This is acceptance. It is what it is, yo. Quit fighting it. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. I just want y'all to know that as I started, I don't know if you can hear it, as I started reading those cards, surrender to intimacy and surrender to passion, it started raining. And rain is all about purification because you're going through, or you've been going through, a purification process, cleansing you of all, come on, plane, all the hurt and pain that you've experienced up to this point so that you can come into your new situation cleansed, purified, new, reinvented. Bottom of the deck. Surrender your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Y'all, this choice that you needing to make, your success, your level of success depends on it. And you can't allow lack consciousness and what you feel like you don't bring to the table, what you can't do, what you ain't got, to stop you. Cause you don't know what the divine will drop in your lap, what opportunities, what fire will be put up under your ass once you make this move. You don't know how the wheel gonna continue to turn in your favor, but this is telling you gonna have victory. In this way, you remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. This is shit working out in your favor beyond what you can even imagine. So again, treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Don't do that to yourself, boo. You done suffered long enough. You saw that decreased card, that little bit of water seeping through them hands. Ain't got enough to sip, hydrate, keep you thirsty, joints lubricated, keep you going. But now, you have this inspiration around you somewhere, somehow, in somebody. You know how fire works. Once something fire catch a hold to something, it spreads. The passion, it spreads. That's what you want. And that's what you're being gifted. So, y'all, I hope that this message found you well. If it did not find you well, I hope that it leaves you well. Don't forget to like the video, comment if it resonated. If you have not subscribed to the channel already, make sure to subscribe. I'm finna go listen to me some Jill Scott with her fine ass. And until next time, y'all, peace.